Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in San Diego. And today I want to talk to you about a Glock 43 and Glock 42 slide pull charging ring or handle. It's a ring in a sense that goes on the back of your Glock 43 slide. And it gives you something to pull. Now, a lot of people who own the 43s are older, in a sense. From what I've seen, there's a lot of people who are having trouble racking a slide, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, it's a stout piece. Couple things. We have a guide rod that we sell with a slightly less powered spring to make it easier to actually rack it. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing you can do, of course, is use a charging handle. We do have a little charging handle that kind of sticks out, and it's a little bit of a square piece. And then, of course, there's this new ring, just like so. So it kind of almost fits. But it's actually designed, like I said, to go on the back of the slide cover plate, to replace the slide cover plate and go in there. And I'm going to show you the procedure now to install this. It's pretty simple. You don't even really have to take the gun apart. So I'm going to show you that direction. So the first thing we want to do is make sure the gun's unloaded. It is. I know there's no magazine in it, but I'm still going to look inside and look in the barrel, and I know that it's unloaded. I'm going to pull the trigger in a safe direction. Well, I feel good now, okay? So it's definitely unloaded. Like I said, I don't have to take the gun apart. I'm just going to go and lock the slide back with a slide stop lever. If I look underneath here, you're going to notice that's the striker or firing pin. That's the lug of the firing pin. And underneath there is a little black plastic piece. And it's really far in there. And what I want to do is I want to not remove that, but I want to take the spring pressure, because it's spring pressure up on the underside of the slide cover plate. This being the slide cover plate. So that black plastic piece is pushing up, which makes it difficult to take this off. So if I go in here with a punch and I push down, you'll see that it's spring loaded, right? All right. So if I push it down and then I come up here with my thumb, and I'm just going to thumb this piece right off. I think just like that. Yes, okay. So there it comes. Now, you'll notice on the backside has a ring there, and that ring intersects with the plastic piece that we talked about and took the pressure off. You can see that that is spring loaded. All right. This is also a piece you want to be careful about. That's the spring loaded bearing that attaches to the extractor rod and the extractor spring. When you push this off, make sure you keep your thumb over top, because sometimes they have a tendency to bing, fly away. Now, one other side note here too, the 9mm Glocks use a black spring-loaded bearing. The 40 calibers use a white, and the 45 use a green spring-loaded bearing. So you always want to make sure that the black is in your 9mm guns and the white is in your 40 caliber and the green on your 45. Okay, that said, I'm going to place the slide cover plate off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and kind of get my my ring together, and I'm going to preload it into the slide cover plate hole or slot, just like that. Now I'm going to take a little thicker punch, and I'm actually going to push down, this being the spacer sleeve, the firing pin spacer sleeve, just like that. Wow, that went pretty fast. But I push it down and I push it up at the same time, and now I captured that. Now you'll see that I've got one last thing to push down, and that would be the spring-loaded bearing we talked about, the little black plastic piece here. So keep in mind, it's going to be very difficult to do with this fat punch, so I've got a smaller, skinny punch, part of my little punch set here, and I'm going to push this down and kind of trap it in there, and should get it. I think maybe I didn't go down quite far enough here. Let's go. Yeah, I didn't go down quite far enough, and so let me get there like so. There we go. And now it's up there, but I'm just going to have to use a little persuasion with my hammer and get it up in place. And there we go. So that's it. That's the installation. Pretty fast, pretty easy. Now I have a little piece to pull back. And a lot of people want that. Doesn't really interfere with holsters, and it's pretty stout, pretty strong, and it works. Just that easy, okay? But it's one of those things where, I know there's some of you out there who are really going to like this, because it gives you something now to hold on to, and it's much easier to rack the slide. It really is. I mean, you don't have to squeeze it all. You can use any finger that you want. I mean, there's a lot of different options once you have that ring out there to charge the gun. But this is a new item that we have here at the GlockStore, and I wanted you to see it because I think it's important, because it will certainly help some of you charge or manipulate or operate your Glock 42, your Glock 43. I'm Lenny McGill. This is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in San Diego, California. If you are ever in Southern California or San Diego, you're visiting Disneyland or you're at the Marine Corps base, your son's graduating, we're not that far away. Just drive on over. We're up here in Kearney Mesa, right off the Interstate 805 and Claremont Mesa Boulevard. And I invite you to come down, make sure you say hello. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.